School Leadership for Students with Disability by Caleb Lovely, the Principalship 14659, EDA 6503-202301. Dr. Anita Walker, March 26, 2023. Welcome to our professional development for enriching our school culture. Here at Yellowbrook Middle School, we will tackle collectively the importance of positive inclusion for all students with an emphasis on our students with disability. Our main goal is to increase the inclusion and academic achievement for our students with disabilities while building a positive school culture. Here at Yellowbrook Middle School, home of the Golden Griffins. At this part, I would talk about becoming a child's champion, and we would go into the video where it says being a child's champion with the phenomenal Rita Pearson. The reading would go, here at Yellowbrook Middle School, the expectation starts with every staff member, not just educators, being a champion for our students. Think of a time where you wish you had a champion or where an adult spoke up for your progress and future. How did this challenge you to be more than what's expected? We're going to start with positive affirmations with all students and believe that every student can learn. We must be intentional and speak possibility to our students. Be active and be intentional in all interactions with every student. I'm excited to announce that on August 4th and 5th of this school year, we're partnering with the Capturing Kids' Heart to establish the beginning trainings on building a positive culture for our school. Every educator is able to attend as we develop the foundations on which we will build our school initiative of operating in compassion. Through experimental training, expert coaching, and character-based curriculum for students, as well as personalized support, Capturing Kids' Hearts equips professionals in K-12 education to implement transformational processes focused on social-emotional well-being, relationship-driven campus culture, and student connectiveness. The 5 pillars include increased student achievement, decreased discipline referrals, increased attendance rates, increased graduation rates, and last but not least, increased teacher satisfaction. It starts with the perspective for students with disabilities. The phrase students with disability emphasizes that the student is recognized first and not the disability. Our first step to cultivating a culture of positivity is looking at the perspective we want to instill with our students, which is a growth mindset. We will be reading and discussing Promoting Belonging, Growth Mindset, and Resilience to Foster Student Success by Amy Baldwin, Bryce Bunting, Doug Daughtry, Latoya Lewis, Tim Stingbull, and we will further the discussion in an online discussion board that will be updated every month as we discuss this book throughout the year. We're going to expand upon the ideas and the practices of growth mindset as a school entity. We start this by modeling this perspective in our decision-making as a staff and our language choice as a school. We can't say I quit, I'm limited, it's too hard, I either can or I can't. We are going to focus on failure as an opportunity to grow. I can learn to do anything I want. Challenging helps me to grow. My effort and attitude determines my ability. Feedback is constructive. You should be inspired by the success of others, and we should all try new things. We do want to have an underlying understanding of what it is we're doing for our students with disabilities. According to IDEA, special education means specially designed instruction and is appropriate to the needs of an eligible child, adapting the content, methodology, and delivery of instruction access to the general curriculum so that the child can meet educational standards of the public agency that applies to all children. This includes extracurricular and physical education. We can start this by keeping high expectations. We cannot look at our students with pity, but challenge ourselves to act in compassion with a growth mindset. When it comes to special education, a lot of people are apprehensive, but we're going to take it easy and we're going to take it step by step. And the first step is to know your students. We got to know what a 504 is, the IEP, the accommodations, the goals, and a least restrictive environment for learning. So when we look at 504, we got to understand that 504 does not usually provide special education or related services, but they do provide accommodations for students with disability that allow them to access learning. All of our students who are eligible must be provided in the least restrictive environment, usually in public schools and general education classrooms. Each child identified with a disability has an individualized education program or IEP. The IEP outlines goals for the students and the education and services the student is to receive. Here at Yellowbrook Middle School, home of the Golden Griffins, we must continually hold the high standards. With a growth mindset, we must operate in compassion and hold high standards for all of our students. All educators must foster a culture in which all students are welcome and experience a sense of belonging in the school. All educators actively support the participation of students with disability in the academic and social communities of the school. We're going to designate every Thursday as a PLC that is a reflective PLC on our special education practices with curriculum, supportive technology, and review accommodations for planned lessons. Our ESE department will hold data meetings and strategic implementation of evidence-based practices every second Wednesday of the month. Using the data trends from testing and the lessons and applications will be adjusted to support the comprehension of material for our students with the collaboration of our classroom and area specialists. Designing classrooms for inclusion. We understand that you are an educator, and we're going to give you the autonomy for your classroom, which should reflect an inclusive environment with evidence of establishing student understanding of operating with compassion. We've partnered with pragmaticmom.com and other local resources to aid in the education of our students on understanding the difference within each other. These resources and books can be checked out with our ESE department for each reading cycle, which is every 4 weeks. Inclusion is based on the least restrictive environment included in the IDEA Act. The LRE mandate thus reflects a bias in favor of educating students in general education classrooms. Research has shown that when inclusion is done well, student academic and social behavior outcomes can be improved. Our ongoing training will show you how to implement some of the activities for inclusion with students and allow educators to be comfortable with adjusting classroom layouts for students with disabilities. We have classroom readings that build the compassion of a culture to accept our students' differences. Please utilize these resources. The required school initiative of operating in compassion launches with the whole school dedicating the first 15 minutes of homeroom to diversity and inclusion activities. We are so excited that we have partnered with University of Florida's Teach organizations. During our first 5 weeks, we will begin the building stages of our school initiative, Operating in Compassion. By utilizing strategies provided in collaboration with Teaching Beyond the Podium Center for Teaching Excellence, the University of West of Florida initiative, UF Teach. So we have to start by making it personal, which provides opportunities for students to share their own experience and perspective. Students learn from each other and the various perspectives and existing knowledge their fellow students bring to the table. Activities such as fishbowl activities or reverse circle discussion activities can encourage and direct these challenging conversations. Another part is include various perspectives. This provides a variety of perspectives on the topic you teach. For instance, literature that comes from only one perspective lacks depth. Varied perspectives might offer new ideas and unique views. Know your students. Like we said earlier, get to know your students. You have to invest time to focus on getting to know your students. The impact may surprise you. The simple gesture of addressing a student by their name demonstrates care and concern. You can do this through classroom icebreakers. Respect diverse people. Establish respect for the values of diverse people by using specific examples. Examples that demonstrate respect and appreciation for diverse people and cultures. Use language that is gender neutral or take into consideration the gender identity of students. Respect diverse talents. Students not only come from diverse backgrounds, ethnicities, race, and gender, but students also bring different talents and learning styles. All students should have the opportunity to learn in a way that works for them, and they should be able to showcase their talents. Opportunities for success in the Media Center. We have scheduled specific times for our educators to be productive and work towards the goal of creating an inclusive and positive environment for our students. On the first Wednesday of every month at 5 p.m., our school advisory committee meeting is being held. That includes our stakeholders such as parents and community um, influencers so that we can go over our school improvement plan. We want to make sure that we include and elaborate upon the success of our students with disabilities. Every second Monday at 8 a.m., we have collaborative goal setting meetings. Every third Wednesday at 8 a.m., or during your planning, we have standards achievement data meetings. Every Monday, our PBIS director will be able to interact with you to give you strategies for students with disabilities and implement our school-wide positive behavior intervention program for all students. In order to help develop and enhance educators, we have to set up this rotating schedule that would keep an ongoing conversation and develop our students with disability. We will review the school improvement plan to incorporate inclusion and the academic achievement of our students with disability. We will look at data individually and as a grade level for collaboratively developing plans for goals and students' academic success. In order to keep our high standards, we will look at appropriate assessments of standards mastery data for all students and adjust based on the data. Academic plus a positive discipline climate helps with the achievement between academics and culture. Again, please meet with a positive behavior intervention and support specialist and coordinator. Every staff member should continually attend a PBIS session for continuous improvement strategies for classroom culture. One of our best strengths as a staff is the ability to drive our positive direction with our collaboration efforts. Utilizing our ESC department in collaboration with our staff, we will continue to monitor and build upon our understanding of accommodations, technology resources, and instructional strategies for our students. Collaborating across grade levels, subject matter, and testing data will ensure we are providing a high-quality education for every student. At each Thursday's POC, should provide a document that uses the SMART goals strategic planning tool for our students with disability. During this structured PLC, past goals should be measured based on success of instruction and assessment. New SMART goals should be established. All of this will be curated with our instructional coach and ESC department. The IEP meetings are important for informing our parents of their students' academic goals and having them be a part of the decision-making process. It also serves as a way to coordinate community resources and services for families, students, and the school. As an expectation, our first contact with parents should not be in the IEP meetings, for they are throughout the year. With our parents and guardians, it is important to establish a clear line of communication for our students' progress early. We have parent portals for contacting educators and ask that educators make it a practice to check their portals every day. We have also tasked our ESC push-in teachers with sending home a weekly progress log for our parents to review and sign in collaboration with our teachers. We understand that educators are busy and have lives outside of school, but we are asking you to utilize our commitment cards that dedicate a time to calling parents every 2 weeks for ongoing conversations that will prepare our parents with a specific time to advocate for their students and allow teachers the avenue to listen and build harmony. With this opportunity to communicate with parents, we are continually building the skills necessary to see and value the whole child and their family. After these pertinent conversations, we rely on your education for professionalism to take action and continue to curate a quality education for our students. With this type of communication, it is imperative to build trust by keeping promises and staying confidential with the sensitive information that is exchanged. Our main goal is the child and their safety. Your efforts lead to a respect between teachers and parents and the school and provide evidence of being a highly effective educator. As we review, we want to go over our goals. We want to build a positive and inclusive school culture, develop a deeper understanding to building academic achievement within our students with disabilities population. We want to collaboratively use data-driven decision-making for curriculum and instructional implementations. We're going to utilize our PLCs and ongoing trainings for capacity building and resource development. We're going to continue to establish and maintain high expectations for standards-based learning within students with disabilities population, collectively initiate and uphold the school initiative operating in compassion for peer-to-peer support for inclusion. We're going to build upon the school-wide positive behavior expectations and attend ongoing professional development with our PBIS coordinator. We're going to establish and maintain a parent communication line built on active listening, trust, and respect for the academic success of our students. Again, on more review, we're going to look at the strategies in the professional development. We're going to attend the Capturing Kids' Hearts training again August 4th and 5th. We're going to utilize the growth mindset framework as we model the expectations for learning and progressing. We're going to keep positive affirmations with our students and active and intentional practice. We're going to remember to use our monthly digital check-ins on the book, Promoting Belonging, Growth Mindsets, and Resilience to Foster Student Success. Attending those Thursday PLCs geared towards establishing and reviewing SMART goals. This will be led and reviewed by our instructional coaches and the ESC department. Remember, we're going to attend every second Wednesday ESC department professional development for data-driven instruction and curriculum specified for our students with disability. We're going to implement our school-wide inclusion activities during the first 5 weeks. That's the partnership with UF. And we're going to attend school improvement meetings with the SAC committee. All those who can be there, please be there. We're going to create and maintain accurate records of communication with our families every 2 weeks for continuous progress monitoring of our students. I want to thank you for joining us here at Yellowbrook Middle School, home of the Golden Griffins. If you would, please answer the teacher survey that is located at your desk area. Before you leave, please make sure you grab our refreshments and take all those sweets with you. We want to be able to get rid of those. I'm on a diet. I cannot have those. Thank you for coming and thank you for being here. If you have any questions, again, place them in our parking lot, which is over there next to the sign-in sheet. We want to thank our secretary and our data specialist for putting this together, as well as our media specialist. Thank you so much for being here. We hope that you all have a great day. See you at training for the Capturing Kids Heart.